This dude was eating some wheat checks at my house, and he's just like, hey, what's in that?
Oh, man.
What's in that? He's like, what you doing with your hands? I don't know. What's in that? Then this dude's eating these scones. This guy's like, that motherfucker's dipping pumpkin bread dog treats into a cup of coffee. With his leg crossed, all cool like this. He's like, man, take your time, man. I'm just dumping these little dog treats in fucking coffee and just enjoying like, you know how it sticks in your face.
Oh, yo, break.
And on today's show, special guest on the Part 3 podcast, creator of the let me do that again. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Part 3 podcast. Jesus.
I'll do it. Welcome, everybody, to the Part 3 podcast. Welcome, creator, star, writer, maybe one of the only two people who have a successful situation comedy in 2002 and then come back in 2022 with another popular sitcom on another network with my daughter. Please welcome George Lopez.
We got to do the golf clap. We got to do the golf clap.
No,
Thank
seriously,
you so
George,
much.
listen, man. The Part 3 podcast, I'm excited to have you on. No shot is out of bounds on the show. Want to start the show off with Stephen Malba,
These
J.R. Smith.
huge fans, my God, we just said it. I mean, golf is such an eclectic sport that brings people together. I've loved this cat from the beginning, man, and been supportive of his gear, and he's been great. And you have been a big fan of basketball. Congratulations and everything. And then I asked you, I said before, I wish you to become a pro because it would make all of us very happy.
I appreciate it.
And
I'm
it's
working.
good for the game. Yeah.
Yes,
And
sir.
I started you in this fucking business, okay? So yeah, I love because the first question I ask of everybody that I think is cool or maybe not cool is that, do you golf? It reveals your character in the good and the bad. When I was working at the Laugh Factory in the late 90s, there was this guy that I saw all the time. We started talking about golf. We played at Griffith Park because we weren't members anywhere. And he hit his first ball and he duffed it and he chipped the other one, hit it out of bounds. And I said, hey man, just relax, And he looked at me and he goes, why don't you fucking just worry about hitting your ball and I'll worry about hitting mine. I never spoke to that dude since then. It reveals,
Yeah.
Usually, if somebody you're in a bad relationship and everybody knows, they don't say shit. And then you're living in your car, you're like, hey man, you looked happy. But in golf, they'll just say, pick it up. I mean, imagine you go to a club shit anywhere, it's like, yo, man, pick it up. Let's go. Just pick it up as a gimme. Take her home, get out of here, take him home. Don't work so hard, relax.
No, man, I appreciate it. You're the first person to pretty much bring the game to me and put the clubs in my hands and everything, pretty much. Thank you for that.
Well, let's wait to see what becomes of. Even when cats got a second lease of life, I almost died. Now I'm just living my life every second. Nobody plays more golf than this cat right now. Not even pros. Like, no, I'm about taking the day off. Then my clubs adjusted. He'll get new clubs. He'll come in some new shirt. You turn around, he's got another shirt on. You're like, what the fuck? How do you change fucking shirts? It's by hole. But I love people that love golf. It can solve a lot. Golf can solve a lot of personal issues, and also you can make friends for life. That's a friend I made for life, friend for life.
Appreciate it, man. G, let's start off with what was your first ever golf memory?
Wow. I mean, first golf memory, Lee Trevino in 2004, he and I became friends, and Andy Garcia's like, I can't play with Lee. Tomorrow, George is Pro-Am in Valencia, and I can't play. You want to play? Played with Lee Trevino, and he and I became like family. I mean, really, just an amazing... we look like waiters from the Red Onion, man. With black pants, red shirt, black shoes. It's almost like, hey, my margarita. Oh, no, we're playing. Because that was what he wore. And I just said, I'm going to wear black and red. And he wore black and red. We've had almost like the same kind of childhood. No father, that's something. And then just golf has found a way to give him his life and gave him my life. But, he's always trying to embarrass me. We're playing the Bob Hope. He waits till like there's 150 people. He say, hey, man, George is playing this Bob Hope tournament. I'm out here, man. I'm trying to teach him 5 shots that he can go to and hit anytime he's in trouble. He feels he needs a good shot. I'm going to teach him 5 shots to hit. Now it's like 500 people. Still try to fight, and he hits the 5 shots. I'm trying to teach him how to roll it over, how to block it, how to hit it down, how to hit the fairway every time he needs it. 5 shots. I said, how many shots do I know? He goes, you don't know any. So I'm trying to teach him 5 shots, just any chance to embarrass me. And I mean, he taught me 5 shots I could hit whenever I needed to hit a shot and play. fucking amazing. It's amazing.
Still work.
Still works.
To carry off that topic right there, I played my first time ever playing golf on a golf course was at your tournament.
Yep.
Never played, never actually hit a tee shot like on a golf course. And my question is, you paired me with Lee Trevino and Joe Pesci. Like, were you not worried maybe I'd have fucked something up? Or
He doesn't have the time. The time is lost on him. 7 practice swings and change his shirt. And you're just waiting around. Nobody wants to say anything. And Joe Pesci's like, who brought this motherfucker? He's like, hey, man, let's go, man. Let's go. Oh, all right, G. Okay, cool, man. Sorry, man. I just got lost. They love him. They love him. They love him because they know him, but they don't know him in this world. And it's great to have him playing. It's great to have him playing golf.
He hit me after and was like, dude, I need lessons. I got to get an instructor. He said, I got to get lessons because George put me with Joe Pesci and he was just fucking riding me. He said he wanted to drive the cart and Pesci said, get the fuck out of the way. He wouldn't even let him drive.
No.
And then I remember I had like a 70-yard shot and Lee Trevino was like, hey, shake the hand. He's like showing me how to like a chip shot. And I was like, hit a shot. And I was like, fuck, man, I didn't really know what to say to him, because I was like, I didn't even know. I was like,
That's how long that motherfucker been playing. They don't even have lessons. They like shake the hand, pet. Hey, George, when you pet the cat. Pet the cat. Take the swing through, but as you way through, like remember to pet the cat. Fuck, every ball goes straight. It's got a cut. I mean, right?
So like Joe's going to the cart to grab a club, and it was a scramble, so we had the same shot. So I go to Joe Pesci and I'm looking at him. He's like, what are you looking at? And I was like, what club do you have? And I didn't know until after. He grabbed a 56 wedge and he kept covering. He goes, what the fuck are you looking for? Don't worry about what I have. And I was like, but I want to see what you're hitting so I can hit the same club. And he goes, don't fucking worry. Go back to go get your fucking iron. And I was like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, this guy, man, he wouldn't let me every hole. But I realized at the end he was so cool,
Yes, of course. But I mean, everybody has their own personality when they play too. And I think when somebody's new, you're like, what the fuck's this guy doing? or especially, listen, don't show up with no plastic covers on your clubs, man.
Oh, man.
Yo, right?
I'm trying to school him like the no tour bags. Like for us, the amateurs, we stand bags, maybe a little carry bag.
It's a TV show, bro.
I get it. But when you pull up to the spot and you got the tour bag, the expectations are a little, and we all know when that happens in golf, the game just
crumbles. It crumbles. But you're right. If you go with this bag right here, you better be good.
You got your name on the bag. You got the logo.
A dude showed up and he had the little chain that was connected to it so he wouldn't lose it.
I said,
let me take all the, what are you doing? You take them all like in a bouquet of plastic with numbers on them and throw them in the trash. They're better in there than they are here. Shit's got to get a little nicked. Things got to get a little crazy.
Yeah.
And,
are you a gear guy? Are you a equipment guy? Like, are you changing out all the time? Or are you a tweaker? Like, what's your style? What's your game?
I move around a little bit more. When I was playing the primes in the 2000s, I was a Titleist dude and the Vokey wedges and stuff and the Scotty Cameron. And then I went to I love TaylorMade stuff. The irons is good and the Callaway had some crazy irons. But they're very territorial, man. It's almost like if you're dating somebody. They came out with some clubs. TaylorMade came out with some clubs, and I called TaylorMade, and then I was like, "Hey, man, I'd like to see if I can get a set of these clubs." And then they go, "Hang on a sec, somebody's called Titleist." They're like, "Hey, man, are you on the phone with TaylorMade?" No, no, because they said you called TaylorMade. What said I called to? Why would I call Taylor? I'm with you guys. And I mean, it's like that. You find out if you collect them, then your house looks like a Roger Dunn or Dick's Sporting Goods, but
right.
It's hard not to want the newest clubs, but sometimes you find the best success in a club that's maybe 2 or 3 generations from what people are hitting now. I mean, it just, you never know, right? You never know what makes something work. Trevino won the U.S. Open in 71 with a putter he went and got at a sporting goods place that he found that was $50. And then he took it to the hotel room and he said, I jumped off the bed and I landed on it from different angles to get it to bend, because back then there weren't the trucks, so he'd lay it down and jump off and land on it, look at it, and putt it and put it down and turn it, and he won. And there's a video of him winning that probably looks like it was shot in the 1200s, now because of the quality, but he's kissing this putter, just turning all 4 ways and just kissing this putter and holding it up, paying $50 for that putter, won the U.S. Open.
That's incredible.
So, it's however it feels, however it feels. I think when somebody that's an amateur tries to play with blades,
yeah,
man,
trouble.
Oh man, blades is
It's gonna be a long round that day.
What's the sweet spot on it? It's like when they kill
Like
you,
a
like in those
dime.
movies, like Jason Bourne, that put that little red dot. Is that the sweet? I think it's the size of
Yeah.
on a blade. On a blade, the sweet spot is no place.
Yeah. George you have one of the better short games I've seen. Correct? Is it
Yeah.
because you need it often, or is it because you like it?
No, it's because I needed it often. I couldn't understand the idea of being a good driver, so I was never a good driver. But also, I learned in this public course in Somar, El Carrizo, and El Carrizo was public. So there's in a Saturday morning, there's like 6 groups behind you, and if you took one practice swing, everybody was quiet, and if you took 2, they'd come on, what the fuck? What the fuck? Hey man, what the fuck? So I play like I'm on fire, man. I tell you, I hit it and get out of the way, right? I
Hit
play
it and get
fast.
it.
I've got it down now where I don't even take a practice swing. I just move it here and I get in there. I mean, it's just that when you grow up, play in one of those places where they would just put everybody out because they're making money by getting people out there. Nobody was quiet. You'd be in the backswing and somebody would drive by and honk. Bang! Nobody gave a shit about golf etiquette. So I play fast.
And Lakeside makes you good at that short game too, hitting those high ones.
Yeah, I think with the short game, years ago I played in Van Nuys, that Billingsley place that right on there, that no hole longer than like 110 yards, and this guy had this wedge and he was just doing all this stuff with it like a wizard, man. He'd be like, "You're right behind the tree, yep," and you come out, bloop, and you're just like, man. And this guy's like, I'm like, hey, dude, what are you doing? He goes, I just don't hit it long enough, so I'm always doing my short game. But I just became kind of, I could hit it from anywhere, and I thought I like that, and I just try to hit it from anywhere. Big swing, and it just get a soft.
Yeah, that's
lob.
what he does. That big ass swing and lets it fall, and then a little nice follow through. But at Lakeside, he hits it high up over those bunkers and just hit and stop.
There's a feeling that I don't know if you can really kind of, I think when you golf, but whether you feel it the way that maybe somebody needs to feel a little bit more, like when you hit a ball solid and it takes off, there's like this energy that goes through the club and through your hands, and I think it ends up like right in here. And when you're watching it, there's this feeling of the satisfaction, like you can't, and it goes away.
Yeah.
When you put up a shot and you see it's going in, it's going in. And I think when you hit a really beautiful shot and it's taking off and it hits you right here, that's what really golf is about. That's what golf is. Yeah.
That's the addiction for sure.
That's the addiction. Yeah. When I was in high school, my baseball coach told me that I was a quitter and that I would always be a quitter, and that when things got tough, I quit. And I was like, bullshit, man. He said, let me see where you end up in life, because you know what? When shit gets tough, you pack it in. Let's see where you end up. I'd like to see where you are in 10 years. Pretty nasty, and I started to play golf, and when it got tough, I quit. Like after 9, I'd say, man, I'm going to take off. Where you going? Nah, I forgot I had to go do something. But I really was quitting because it was tough. One time I left, and when I got in my car, and I was driving home. It's like in those old movies, you see the face right here. Didn't I tell you that when it gets tough, you pack it in?
He was mad.
You know how they fainted and they fade out? And I said, man, I pulled over. I was like, shit, that fucking, he was right. So I was already doing stand-up. I was maybe 19 or 20. And I hadn't seen him in maybe 3 years. And I went back to San Fernando High School and waited till baseball practice was over, and I walked over there, and it's the first person in my life that I ever apologized to. I told him, he goes, hey, my third base, what are you doing here? I said, hey man, I came to tell you I'm sorry for the way that I acted when I was here, and you were right about me. When things got tough, I quit. I realized what you told me. I realized that you were right. But I wouldn't be able to go on with my life because I disrespect you, unless I came back and told you that, thank you. And he was like, wow, man, that's powerful for you to come back over here. Yeah. So, so golf did that. I really didn't have a lot of, family, extended family, or any family. So golf became like that, those members of the family. That's
amazing.
So you started playing young.
I started playing Christmas of 1981. I went to El Carrizo. My friend Ernie, who passed away last April, guy that, I grew up with, and everything that I do in my life, he was the one who said, let's check out Richard Pryor. Let's go get guitars and try to play. Let's, see if you can go do stand-up at the Comedy Store, and let's go golf. I mean, this dude was the guy who had the idea. I realized I didn't have any fucking ideas growing up. And the 4 things that he taught me, I still do. in life, it's a bit of a one or the other. Like, what it's cost me in personal relationships because of being unable to connect to people, golf made me connect to something that I could connect to other people with through golf, and not necessarily through a relationship or trying to, how to keep someone entertained or how to keep a friendship going. It was easier to have it revolve around golf. Like we've seen each other for over 10 years. We've been friends for 8 or so. So all of the guys that Trevino and I still talk, and all the guys that I still hang out with is because of golf. I'm not sure if golf wasn't there that I would be where I am today.
And like when I saw you, it's like you can immediately talk about golf.
Man,
it's plenty to talk about.
Yeah, and your son has turned into a player. I used to see him when he was a kid, he was a baby, and now you see him play, and my little dude could play,
Yeah.
When I had my talk show, I gave Justin Bieber a putter, I got Kobe a putter, I gave guys that I knew that loved golf. Shakira, I gave her a putter, probably used it to chase her ex-husband out of the house. but it just became like I just became and gave these things to people that I liked,
Damn, my first golf gift for you was my putter, my TaylorMade Bamboo
amazing
putter.
Amazing.
That's crazy.
I'm trying to get that black diamond out. I'll get it.
How often are you playing golf these days, man?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, man. In the mid '80s, when I was just doing stand-up, you travel, you flying coach. I was leaving Dallas, and in one of those like Southwest folders, there was this golf course in Europe, Old Head, that has been there forever in Ireland. It looks like it was hanging off the earth. I mean, the 7th hole at Pebble over there, okay, but this is a whole golf course on a 2-mile peninsula that looks like it's in the middle of the ocean. Chicano tore the page out of the the magazine. Of course, you tear it out. For you keep it and you leave the rest of the magazine there. People are trying to read it. All of a sudden, it goes from page 70 to 80. What happened to the other pages? I kept it in my wallet for years. I just became a member last week. I joined.
Oh, that's dope.
I joined Old Head.
Congrats.
Perfect.
I played there 3 years ago. I loved it. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna join. So I became a member.
Oh, that's dope.
I mean, that's how much I love golf, but I also love what it's done for me personally, like what it's made me become. Yeah. I've seen some funny shit too, but I mean, it's done, this dude, we're playing with the Chicano dudes over at Lakeside. You take these guys from the hood and you're like, hey man, this guy's gonna hit. He goes, no, I'm good. I'll get out of the way. And, he said, I would get out of the way, knock down this guy, knocked down a utility. We didn't even get a chance to say his name. Yeah. And he turned around and like an Uncommon Valor, like or Tropic Thunder, any war movie where the dude gets hit in the back and he's like, and they drop to their knees and their hands go up. Oh, this dude, man, like he was shot, fell to his knees, went like that, and then fell like a domino, fell forward, like right in the middle of the back. So, in golf, it's never funny when somebody gets hit, but if they're not paying attention, it's funny as fuck.
Yo, like in your entire memory, do you have a golf shot that was like the most memorable, the most favorite shot you've had in a round?
I had a hole-in-one at Lakeside when I played with Ray Allen. 195 par 3, horrible hole. I don't like it, least favorite.
Yeah.
Hit was a PXG hit, landed one, went in. And then it was Paul Pierce's retirement jersey ceremony in Boston, but Ray wasn't invited. I think Ray and the Celtics. So he didn't go, but it made it look like he was golfing instead of being at Paul Pierce's ceremony, but he wasn't invited. So they're like, oh man, he's out there playing golf with George Lopez and he's not here at the ceremony. It had nothing to do with it. And I'm like, he wasn't invited. Now I'm the 12th man, hey, he's not invited. And then I think I chipped in 2004, Pebble Beach, to make the cut on 15, kind of went on this par thing and made the cut by 1 because I was chipping in from everywhere. That's
good as
that's unbelievable, man. You don't even know where that comes from,
It's amazing how it does that, right?
It's like gambling, man. You're hot. You get hot. And I used to play with Jesper Parnevik, and I went on this, like I got 12 strokes to my ball on the thing, and he comes over to me, goes, what are you hitting? And I said, a 5-iron. He goes, are you kidding me? I said, go over there and fucking hit your ball. Let me just hit mine. So I was, I didn't really hit it far, so I would always take extra club, but he was like, fucking 5-iron, 140 yards. Just go back over there, man. Fucking worry about it. And I chunk it but it hits the front and it's already going forward. So when I chunk it, it hits, but releases and probably ends up like that. Nobody knows what the number is. I always cover the number,
Yeah.
What was that? 99. It's like fucking taking a limousine to fucking drive down the street, man. It's like, that's way too much. I just went on this thing, man, where I couldn't miss. I couldn't miss. Doesn't happen a lot, but when it does happen, it's just like it's
the best.
being the hottest gambler in the world, man.
Damn, man. You never told me the story about the ace. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, go to play at St. Andrews, and playing with Trevino is always fun. We play in the desert, He stays at my house. I have a house in La Quinta, and I have this Mini Cooper, and he gets out. He's like, man, this is George Lopez Mexican Bentley, the Mini Cooper. So, I have it out there. When you have cars, you don't really let anybody mess with your cars,
Right.
So there's all little Mini Cooper, gray, racing stripe, black rims, little orange calipers. It's just nobody drives it. He goes, hey, man, I'm driving that car, man. Woo, that thing's fast, man. It's little and it's fast. I go over there, man. All 4 rims are fucking rashed from the curbs, man.
Damn.
He driving like it's a golf cart.
He's driving like it's a golf cart. Coming around the corner. Man, where's that driveway? Man, it's 20 feet up. All rashed. You almost have to make it like part of the design. We're like, oh, that's cool. How it's black in the middle and then like really shiny, kind of jagged on the outside. Yeah, man. They make these in Europe. I mean,
I don't play with my cars. I don't fuck around, dog. Like,
and then he calls up one time and he goes, hey man, what's this chocolate you have in there, man? Who makes it? I said, don't eat that shit, man. It's all weed. I said, hey yo. He goes, really? He goes, wait, mama, don't eat that. Don't eat that. He said, man, I was outside naked, man. I said, what do you mean? He said, I'm watering the grass naked. I said, naked? But my wife was like, Lee, you don't have any clothes on. What? But I mean, you can't, before weed looked like weed, you pick it up, you're like, oh man, whose is this? But then you pick up a lollipop, this dude was eating some wheat checks at my house, and he's just like, hey, what's in that?
oh man,
what's in that? Like, what you doing with your hands? I don't know. What's in that? And this dude's eating these scones. This guy's like sitting there 5:30 in the morning. I go, what you doing up so soon, man? He's like, man, this Scotty, I had a dog I rescued for like 2 days. He fucking bit me, but I bought all the food. That motherfucker was dipping pumpkin bread dog treats into a cup of coffee. With his leg crossed, all cool like this. He's like, man, take your time, man. I'm just dumping these little dog treats in fucking coffee and just enjoying like, you know how it sticks in your face.
Oh, yo, break.
Motherfucker, I said, take a look. I said, take a look at that fucking bag. There's a dog on the fucking bag, man.
JR said we got to take
There's a fucking dog. He's all fucking, man, this is some cool, this is some good treats right here. The fucking dog on the bag. Who makes this? Look at the hands on. Who makes this?
Fucking hands.
Crazy shit, huh? Just who makes this?
JR, you got you.
Yeah, who?
Hands.
Hey, man, you all right? Who makes this?
oh fuck, my stomach hurts, bro.
Oh, my God.
Oh, sorry, man.
Hey, man, stop doing that. What? Stop doing what?
I got a cramp in my stomach, bro.
Weed and golf. That's why we do that. We do that tournament, the Brownie Cup, with me, Cheadle, Anthony, and Cedric, where you play 9 holes sober, and then you eat a marijuana brownie and a double cranberry and vodka. So you count every shot. So the first 9, you're sober, so that's where you got to start. Hey man, par. As I save them, you're gonna need them on the back. Cheeto. It's the only tournament that Don Cheeto could win with a 9 and win by 3.
Yeah.
He hit 3 balls in the water. I mean, you get so high. Cheech played with that, like, God damn. God damn. He hit 7 into the same fucking tree at Madison. 7. He's like, how much is that? It's just like, and you have to count them all because somebody could hit fucking 9 into a fucking tree. I still might win.
Oh, man.
And the greatest is where we're playing, and it's kind of getting to the, to the end of it, I'm leading by 1, and then I'm hitting this ball, and I said, hey, did anybody see where it went? And they were all in the middle of the fairway. He goes, yeah, I think, and Cheech is like, man, I saw it, man. It was like right there, it's like right here, and everybody's looking for at least 20 minutes. I put my hand in my pocket. I go, hey, man, I didn't hit, man. I still had the ball in my hand. I was like, hey, I didn't hit. I didn't remember that. And they're all like, I saw it. Fucking, I didn't hit.
You just knew.
If anybody ever wants to do one turn, the Skins were great to watch back in the day.
Yeah.
I think Thanksgiving weekend, you do the brownie cup, play 9 sober, you play 9 high.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I like that.
But that's what golf, you're not going to be able to laugh that hard, man.
Golf's amazing.
And that's what golf brings to you.
Such a great sport.
Speaking of the tournaments, right? You got your 16th annual George Lopez Classic. What made you want to start the tournament?
Well, I had a kidney transplant in 2005, and I really didn't want to. I remember I told my doctor, I said, hey, man, I don't want to be the poster boy for kidney disease. I was about doing my first show. I was like, I just want to get well, go back to work. And then I've been sick most of my life. So literally a day and a half after my kidney transplant, I woke up in the morning and I was like, man, I feel really good. Like maybe the best I've ever felt in my life. And at that point, I thought to get a transplant and to feel good and then turn your back on people who are sick would be horrible. So I decided to do the foundation and raise money for the kids. We've raised millions of dollars for kids who have kidney disease in military families and people. But that's what I decided to do because I still feel great, man. It's almost 18 years. Nobody survives that long.
I played a lot of tournaments, like a lot of
who makes this? But yeah. So it's a great tournament, and it's just always so much fun.
No, I'm invited this year, right?
Yes, you all are.
What's crazy is like on hole 7, there's literally, there's tents on every hole, a celebrity tournament. Hole 7, there's literally a table filled with blunts. And I'm like, God damn. And then at the turn, there's the bar, there's tacos, there's a DJ. Like I've never experienced, because he has a cart with playing music and everything. It's loud as hell. I've been to a lot of tournaments. I've never been anything like that before, man.
When I was doing my talk show, it lasted 2 years. It was amazing. We did a lot of great things. And then, I was driving the car one time when it was over, and I said, man, how does a show like that not, continue? Snoop was on, and everybody smoked weed. Snoop gets there early with his guys, and he gives his Laker outfit, the pants that he wears and the long, like a player's outfit, and he gives it to wardrobe, and he asked the wardrobe girl if she could steam it for him. So, he wears, so she's steaming it, man, and this weed smell is coming out of it. She's like this, and she's steaming it. They go into wardrobe, and they find her like the Statue of Liberty, man, on her back, holding the steamer with steam coming out of it like this. Like if the Statue of Liberty fell over, and she was like this, and steam was coming out of it, she passed out from steaming Snoop's clothes because the smell of the weed was coming out. And then, Snoop stayed there. I think it was like 1:30 in the morning. That phone rings. I'm like, hello? And they're like, hi, Mr. Lopez. This is Officer Schultz at Stage 29, Warner Brothers. Yeah. What's going on? Snoop and his entourage are still in there. Apparently, it still smells of marijuana. I'm not sure what you want us to do. I said, go home. Just pretend we never talked. I said, go home. I said, go home, man. They're going to leave. I said, go home. Just don't look back. Just get in your car. And
They'll be all right.
We did some crazy shit in there. That's part of
leave.
What is your absolute favorite club in your golf bag?
I got a Adams utility, like a hybrid in Pebble a long time ago. And it has, you guys know this because it has the worn sweet spot in the middle. And I don't know, man, whoever made it, however they made it, I could hit that thing so good all the time. And I take it. I don't have it in the bag all the time, but if I'm playing and it means something, I take that thing because it just works. You know that it just works.
One,
man.
yeah.
It just works. Yeah,
For sure.
So if there was one part of your game right now that you can make on a PGA Pro level, what would it be?
I would say anywhere in from 100 yards. Right.
He hits those half pitch shots little 40-yard, 30-yard,
dude.
50-yard. I heard Tom Watson, they asked him once, they said, that is the hardest shot in golf, right? So they said to Tom Watson, they said, what do you do when you get a 45-yard shot? And he said, I fire my caddy. Because it's the hardest shot. And that's what he is, money. I mean, that's you're natural at that. That's like, because even you see even the tour guys, like, that's the shot you could hit 45 yards, or you could hit it 2 yards, or you could hit it 100 yards, right? You blade it, it's going 100, you lose the ball, you could chunk it a foot or two, but he just talking, walks up, no practice swings, keeps talking and hits it and does this high follow through, holds that shit, and then it goes high and it just hits and stops.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, you sent me a pic one time. You had the high hands. After hitting like a short shot, it was.
This is golf, man. Like when I was playing the AT&T, it's like every hole is. You might have a hole that you just can't do well on. The 6 at Pebble, that when you had to hit the second shot above that.
It's hard.
It's hard, and I would hit great drives. And I would say, I'm 185, I'm going to do it. And I would hit it right into the face of that thing. And then have to walk up there and you just cliff and just have to go up there. The last AT&T I played in, I got up, I was maybe 85 yards and I sculled it. And it went past all the people that got in the, in the back of or the green people moved out of the way. And the whole time I'm telling Mike Collins, that guy from ESPN, I'm saying, man, it's horrible, man. Paralyzed with my hands, playing this kind of pitch, just like paralyzed. I hit in the middle, get this far, paralyzed. And the next was a flop. And I hit it up, and it went in. And it's like, that's golf, where you could literally be walking with the guy and just saying, it's fucking horrible. I'm paralyzed with my fucking hands, man. What fucking hit you right there, paralyzed. And the next one you hit in the air, it lands and it rolls in, man. That's
full flop.
That's what
shot,
it is. Sure. Yeah. It's like life, man. Like, I looked at it like, if you got in trouble, get out of trouble. Like if I hit it where I was in trouble, the guys are looking at they're trying to make some incredible thing happen that's not going to happen. They think it might happen, but in reality, if you're I would always say, if you're in trouble, man, get out of trouble and just get it to the middle, play to the middle. If things, even before I took lessons and things were really bad, if we were all shitty, I tell these dudes, just play it to the middle, man. Just hit it to the middle of the fairway. Then it'll work itself out. Yeah.
That's true, man. You played a lot of pro-ams, right? Like you played. Who would you say was like your favorite tour pro that you played with? You got a crazy story about that?
I played with some great ones, man. I played with BJ at the Waste Management in Phoenix, and I was hungover from going to a Laker game, and I thought I looked pretty good. Took private jet over there. When I landed on the first tee, he looks at me and goes, "You all right?" I fucking knew I was hungover. Nobody knew. Had these great pants on, great sweater. I looked amazing, man. Hat backwards with some sunglasses. Walks up, "You all right?" I said, He goes, "Yeah." No. Mike Weir was awesome. I played with Jack Nicklaus in Kentucky. Yeah. So I played, with Nick Faldo, was great. I mean, and I played at the Sunday at the Masters. Trevor Immelman took me, and Mike Weir took me. Where the Sunday past champion can bring a guest the Sunday before the Masters. So you see Augusta, you know where it is in Georgia, and it says Augusta National welcomes George Lopez on the thing. I said, I thought this place was racist. And I didn't see the lady behind the counter right there. Apparently I'm racist, but this place is fine. And then, we stayed overnight one time and I have a picture of Clifford, the first chairman of Augusta. And he's hanging over this fireplace and, it's like some old white man like this. And they said, the guy says, "Look at the eyes. If you move around the room, they follow you." I go, "Yes, they follow us, but do they follow him?" So I think for my style of comedy, I think, the South is the perfect place.
You go to town down there
to make fun of it.
Right.
We were Trevor Immelman and I were in the champions locker room, the first Masters that Tiger went back to after his issues, right? So Tiger's a really strange cat, man. Like around the tournament stuff, because he's been, he's that guy. And he walks in and he just, "Hey, Trev." And he just immediately goes into the bathroom. Like he walks like this, "Hey, Trev," and just goes into the bathroom. And he goes, "Hey, let's go." I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "He's not going to leave. He won't get out of the bathroom until we leave." I said, "Get the fuck out of here." He goes, No. he'll stay in there until we leave. I said, "What the fuck?" He goes, and I said, "Let's just stay." He goes, "No, let's go." And I think it was true. I think Tiger would have stayed in there. If we would have stayed in there for hours, I think he would have stayed in there.
Damn.
I mean, awkward, man, around like that's their whole, I mean, around the court, that's your domain. But then some
100%.
cat you see that's a comedian, you're just like, oh shit, he's not the champion. What's he doing in here? Hey. It's
Like a
odd, cats are
robot.
odd, man. Yeah. Dudes are odd.
Yeah.
And I don't know if odd helps or it hurts, but if you're odd and you're really odd, then it might work. But if you just have quirks, that won't make you, a champion. Like, Boo Weekly, or those cats that, are just so different in any sport.
Right.
Sometimes it's real and sometimes it's just that these cats are just.
You need to be extra quirky to work. Extra odd is like a Rain Man.
It totally is.
That's
And
what
it
I
can
wanted
be.
to ask you, because especially like with a podcast like this, Black guy, Asian guy, white guy, obviously Latino. Did you face anything like that in golf?
Wow, that's an interesting question. I think so. I think the Bob Hope was a little bit in times past. Like when they made me the host, I brought Sam Jackson, I brought Clint Eastwood, I brought Ray Romano, I brought all these Jimmy Kimmel, all those guys, and I don't think that they wanted it to be that far from their hands. Like, they didn't bring anybody, I did, and I don't think they wanted to be in a tournament where I would do things without asking them. And it made the tournament better, but not for them. And they're the establishment. They're the guys. They're the Bob Hope, board. And they would decide who came and who didn't come. And then now I was doing it, and they decided to bounce me. And I think it destroyed the tournament. I think it destroyed something that the players love to do, and that was reigniting from the Bob Hope, kind of had died a little bit, reignited. I mean, I got in and out to go to the driving range in 2007, an in-and-out truck to go to the driving range at the Bob Hope. And there was a European guy, and he was eating like some, stuff you'd never see, Vegemite or some shit. I said, hey, man, put that shit down and go out there and get yourself a double-double. He's like, what? He's what? I said, a double-double. That one comes by, he's like 3 of them. He got one under his chin, he got 2 in his, you're like, it's like in and out. To people who have had it, they love it if you love it. But if you've never had it and you have it on a driving range at a PGA tournament, that's different.
Yeah.
So, I think golf has always kind of been maybe a boutique type sport that tried to get bigger, but I think they're kind of confined a little bit in the rules. I mean, the rules are hundreds of years old, but I think sometimes the thought of people can be backward as well. I don't think it helps. I don't think that helps golf. Serves it well.
I mean, like, to follow up like what he's saying, right? Like JR, the better I get to know him, and that's like, this is my dog right here, and we have similar, interests and things like that. And just from the short amount of time of playing golf with him, I noticed he's a big advocate for, bringing color into the sport and everything. And I'm obviously going to back him for 100%. But like,
Yes.
How do you feel about that, like growing the game, like especially like the way, like us three, we're how do you feel about the game of golf growing, as far as outside the stigma?
Yeah, no, I love it, man. I mean, I've seen it, I've been around it for a long time as a fan, but also it is more colorful, and, Steven's done an amazing job of bringing style to golf and things that, are things that you see, that you would see in fashion and want. That's what, just head covers and things that would entice somebody that's young to play, that you look cool playing golf. You wear your hat backwards, hat's bigger, brim's flat, sweater, gloves, shoes, all that stuff is you're going to bring the game along. You're going to, doing that helps it. But I think any sport, especially something that's worldwide like golf, can only thrive if it allows everybody to play and wants everybody to be comfortable playing.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Because he, when they talked about him going pro, playing college golf and everything, I didn't see any hate anywhere. Steven, all good. As soon as I just started to play golf at 49, I'm like, I'm an old man. Why can't I play golf? People hate it. It was crazy. And I don't think it was because I was
What
Asian.
is it though? Like they just,
Even me, like when I started the brand, I only knew like 2 people who played golf in LA when I lived in LA. It was Eric Carlson and Malto, the two skateboarder homies that
Yep.
you guys know as well. But when I would ask my friends, and I came from New York City, and publishing, marketing, advertising, creative, entertainment, weirdo shit. And then I come out here and all my friends are people like you and, streetwear and fashion and skateboard and shit. And I'd say to people, hey, do you want to go golfing on Wednesday? But I wouldn't get a no. I'd get a hell no. Just a deep down, like, no. Like, why'd you even ask me that?
Like a disgust of
weirdo.
it.
Yeah, like they were disgusted.
Right.
And I lived in New York for 10, 12 years. Like, I didn't golf once. I didn't even tell anybody. Doing creative projects with like Lenny Kravitz and thinking of, we were in the Bahamas doing a project with him, and next door was like a famous golf course. So I knew what was next door, and I was thinking, damn, I want to go over there and play that course. But I was thinking, like, what is this dude going to say when I say I'm leaving you for 5 hours to go be with those people on the golf course? And then I got to come back. You're going to have to hate me after such a thing. And that's literally like where it was, 10 years ago. And I think it's getting better. But like you said, like the establishment it's like, we want this, we want this, we want this. And then sometimes they say, just kidding, let's go play.
Yeah.
Right? It's like just us four.
In the mid 90s, I played at Handsome Dam with O.J. Simpson. And
He plays her a lot, man. Still.
no, of course. I said to him, first thing I said to him was, you ever think you'd be in the situation you'd be playing with Mexicans? Because he was a member at Riviera after. And he was like, he got deep in thought. He goes, no, just never looked at me. Do you ever think you'd end up playing golf with all these Mexicans? No. And so everybody's kind of like, because he's got this big barrel swing, kind of quirky, and I'm just like biting my tongue, and then on 18 he comes across it and hits it, yanks it left, and there's when you drive into Handsome Dam, there's just like this hedge there, and you see it rolling around over there, and everybody's looking, and he's like, did anybody see where that went? And I said, the guy's like, I think I saw it. Can I play it? I said, hey, well, look at the good side. You're not in jail. I think he owed me like $12. And I said, do I have to give any of it to Fred Goldman? And the motherfucker said, fuck Fred Goldman. Alleged. All right. I've been around a long time, man. I've been around a long time. And when I found out you guys were doing this, I love you guys. And I think you're talking about color and golf. I think this podcast is perfect, and it's exactly what with the social media at the height of where it is. I think this is a great way to get the game out to people and talk about it in a fun way.
Appreciate it.
Man, appreciate it. Last question, man. Who is your dream foursome?
My dream foursome, alive,
Dead or
Dead or
alive.
man. I would have played with Elvis Presley for the pharmaceuticals. I used to play with Eddie Van Halen, who I love deeply. And I never knew my dad. I think I'd maybe play with my dad. Try to hit him in the back.
Yeah, give him those cookies after that.
Yeah. You know what, man? I've had the honor of playing with some great people, but also cats that I play with just on the regular man are always fun, like you. And it's always supposed to be it's just fun anyways, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I never played Twilight before until with you. That was that was amazing. Hitting the 18th hole, and then it was dark, like right there.
That's my favorite time to play.
Oh, absolutely.
And you play early.
The great thing about Lakeside is though, like we're pulling up 16th or 17th hole, and we're going on the crossing right there, and Nick Jonas and Miles Teller are still trying. They're not going to finish 18, not in the dark, and we're about to. It's getting dark now. And it was just cool. Just every time I play with them, there's always a dope vibe there. There's always somebody. Even when I pulled up, I was going to the range, and I can't say the word because it's a cancel culture word. But I was walking to the range, and I was like, "Oh, I'm here with G-Lo." The guy's like, "Yeah, we good. We know you, Ben Ball. It's all good." And the guy's like, "I don't know you," and won't say the word. And I looked over, and it was Joe Pesci, and I was like, "Oh, what's up?" And then he didn't even. He just walked away. I was like, "Fuck, man, this guy, dude."
They, Jack Nicholson used to be a member. There, he left, and him and Joe Pesci got into it on 9 because Billy Andre, the pro, went to give Jack a tip, and because he was hitting it right, and he says, "I think I can help Jack." Billy had just gotten there, and Joe's like, "Yeah, I can tell him, motherfucker." And he's like, "Yeah, I think I got a tip for you." And Jack's like, "Yeah. Everybody's got a tip for Jack. well, I got a tip for you, buddy. You can take your tip and shove it up your fucking ass. And his eyes go like this, and then he walks back, and Joe Pesci goes, what's the matter? What do you say? He goes, no, nothing. He goes, what do you say? He goes, told me to shove my tip up my ass. And Joe Pesci jumps out, he goes, hey, you motherfucker, this is my friend, you prick. I don't care who it is. Now you got both those dudes arguing. I'm not going to debate it. Hey, you motherfucker. You say you're sorry. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. You know, like a movie. All because a dude shanked it right. I mean, it's amazing. It's awesome.
Thank you for coming, man.
Thank you so much, George.
Appreciate
Anytime.
Really appreciate it, man.
I love you guys, man. Good luck.
Guys, amazing episode, man. You know, I'm Ben Baller.
Smith, excuse me. I know I see y'all.
And the legend, George Lopez, part 3. Catch us on the next one.
Put on your leather sweater, it's College Week on Hollywood Squares! Starring George Lopez, Carmen Electra, Howard Stern's Baba Booey, Survivor winner Brian Heidick, Kathy Griffin, The Sopranos Steve Sharippa, Martin Mull, Joan Rivers, and this week's Center Square, Simon Cowell. And your host, Tom Bergeron.
Jeffrey Tambor. And please give it up again for our Center Square this week, the soft-spoken, shy retiring man from American Idol 2, Simon Cowell, here with us all week. Great to have you here, Simon. Very special week, too. It's our annual college tournament. Here's how it works. 14 students from colleges all over the country compete for savings bonds, cash, a car, and a nifty trophy. Each day, 2 of our schools are playing to become one of the 4 highest scorers, who then compete in the semifinals. 2 semifinal champs move on to the finals, where the winner receives our shiny new Hollywood Squares trophy and maybe even a brand new Jeep Wrangler convertible. All right, here to start us off today, representing Northwestern University, is Michelle DeTolo. Welcome,
Hi.
Michelle. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
And from the University of Pennsylvania, Evan Silverstein. Welcome, Evan. I'm good. Hope you are, too. All right, here's the scoreboard so far. Day 2, Dexter, University of South Florida, is at $7,000, and Tara from NYU is at $4,500, so you're hoping to beat that and move into the semifinals. You know, it's tic-tac-toe. You have to decide if the answers the stars are giving are correct or they're just making them up. That's how you get the squares. First game is a $1,000 game. Who won the coin toss?
I did.
All right, Evan, you start.
All right, Simon Cowell, please.
Simon Cowell, American Idol 2 on Fox. All right, Simon, who did music industry executives recently rate, quote, the most powerful person in music?
Puff Daddy's defense lawyer. No, the answer's Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney.
I agree.
Bono. Circle gets that one. Michelle, break for you.
Martin Mull, please.
Martin Mull. All right, Martin. 75% of your household dust comes directly from you. Where exactly does it come from?
You want to know which opening, or? I don't know, Tom. Well, if you buy clothes from the Janine Garofalo collection, I think it comes just actually from, you know, our skin just wears away, those little dead skin cells, and they just fall off. And I think that's
skin cells.
I agree.
Yeah, that's it. Dead skin cells. That's right. We're floating all over the house. Circle gets that one. Evan?
George Lopez for the block.
George Lopez's George Lopez Show is on Wednesday nights on ABC. George, Mexico City's mayor, has paid Rudy Giuliani over $4 million to advise him on what?
Secrets of the comb-over. I like that, George. No, it's not quickie divorce. Mass transit.
I disagree.
No, reducing crime. He has a year-long lucrative contract. X gets the block there. Michelle?
Stephen Sharippa.
All right, Stephen Sharippa. Bobby from The Sopranos. You got your book? A Goomba's Guide to Life is on the New York Times bestseller list. Quiet or else. The star of an opera is referred to by an Italian phrase that we know as First Lady. What's the Italian phrase?
A gumara. That's a mistress, I'm sorry. A soprano.
I agree.
A prima donna. A prima donna. X gets that one. Evan?
All right, I think I'll go with Joan Rivers, please.
Joan Rivers. All right. Joan's going to be hosting Oscar Live pre-show on Sunday, March 23rd. Joan, where will you find a one-eyed monster named Mike?
I hate cutesy nicknames. I was telling that to Poopy and Hootie yesterday. And we all agreed. I know this because of my grandson. So I know all this kind of stupid stuff now. It's so boring. Monsters, Inc.
I agree.
Monsters, Inc. Yes, X gets the square. Michelle.
Carmen Electra for the block.
Carmen Electra starring in the Baywatch reunion movie, February 28th on Fox. Carmen, you could only hurt the god Achilles by aiming your arrow at what body part?
Well, let's see. I've heard of the Achilles heel, so I guess that would be my answer.
I disagree.
Oh, yeah, his heel. That's right. Can't give you that one, Evan.
I'll take Carmen Electra for the win.
All right, and $1,000. In Major League Baseball, what are all the balls covered with?
Why do I always get these questions?
I can't imagine. But let me just remind everyone, the Baywatch reunion movie is on February 20th.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay. Horsehide?
I disagree.
Cowhide. Before 74, they were covered with horsehide, but now it's cowhide. So X gets it. And the win for $1,000. We have a secret square game coming up, but not before we try to sell you something. We'll be right back.
I would love to work for Simon. There's no filter system. What he thinks is what he says. My kind of guy.
Yeah, the difference is I wouldn't be nasty to this man.
See that?
Everything
That's
would be
what
great. That's
You're the
difference.
greatest actor, he would say. That was wonderful.
Yeah, I would think it's...
You don't need another take.
You're fantastic. Yeah. Would you argue with him? I would not.
Promotional consideration furnished by the following.
All righty, welcome back. Our college tournament underway, day 2. Before we get into our secret square game, let's give our contestants a chance to say hi, tell you about their school. Michelle DeTola, tell us about yourself and where you go to college.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I live in Evanston, Illinois, where I'm working towards a double major in communication studies and English at Northwestern. I'd like to say a big hello to all my sisters in Alpha Phi sorority.
All right, good enough, Michelle. Good to have you here. Evan Silverstein, tell us about yourself and your college.
I'm a freshman at the University of Pennsylvania, where I'm a biology major going in the pre-med direction, and I also sing bass for a Jewish a cappella group called the Shabbatones.
All right, good enough. The Shabbatones, I like that. All right, this next game, $1,000 secret square game, and here's what's in the secret square stash.
Pack your baguettes. It's a tour of Paris. Kontiki Holidays, the travel company exclusively for 18 to 35-year-olds. You and a guest will experience the beauty of Paris, the city of lights, on a 14-day European discovery tour. Kontiki offers vacation packages throughout the world. Check out their website at kontiki.com. Air transportation provided by Virgin Atlantic Airways. Worth $3,500.
All right, thank you, Jeffrey. Let's show all of you at home who the secret square is. Very good. All right, Evan, you won the first game. You start this one.
I'll start with Simon Cowell again.
All right, Simon. In a study by English researchers, where is the best place to kiss a woman to turn her on?
In Gucci. Her ear.
Her ear.
I agree.
Back of her neck. Back of her neck. Circle gets that one, Michelle.
Martin Mull, please.
Oh, secret square! Martin Mull. Trip to Paris here in the balance. All right, Hollywood Squares.
Back at the Fillmore
Yeah,
there.
wasn't that amazing? Yeah.
Wow.
Hollywood Squares yearbook time. Here's a photo to help you here, Martin.
Okay.
Photo of a popular star. Is it Gwyneth Paltrow, Claire Danes, or Cameron Diaz?
I'm going to say Cameron Diaz.
You know who it is, don't you?
I disagree.
Who is it?
Claire Danes.
You're right. You're going to Paris. Gets the square. All right, Evan, over to you.
George Lopez for the block.
George Lopez. All right, George. Jimmy Carter got the 2002 Nobel Peace Prize. What else did the Nobel Committee give him?
Free weekend minutes. I think he got a seat on the board of the Nobel Committee.
All right.
I disagree.
No, he got Brian Heidick kind of money from Survivor. He got $1 million is what former President Carter got. X gets the block. All right, Michelle.
Baba Booey, please.
Baba Booey, Gary Delabarte from The Howard Stern Show. All right, Gary, your friend's wife is a Dalmatian. Where's she from?
Okay, she's no Carmen Electra, but don't call her a Dalmatian. She is from Denmark.
Denmark.
I agree.
She's from Croatia. Dalmatia is a Croatian Adriatic region. X gets a square there. Plot your next move, Evan. We'll find out where you're going when we come back from this break.
I hate to say it, I wasn't a troublemaker in college. I was really lame. I went to a commuter school, so I didn't have time to get in trouble because I would just leave right after class. I just needed the degree. I probably should have bought it online and saved myself the 4 years. The great thing about college, and one thing I will remember about college was I never went to college on a Friday ever. I just crammed all my classes in, so I always had a 3-day weekend.
Promotional consideration furnished by the following.
Next week, our college tournament continues, and our buddy Howie Mandel is back as our center square. In the midst of our second $1,000 game, Evan, your turn.
Carmen Electra, please.
Carmen Electra. All right, Carmen. What story begins, once upon a time, there were 4 little rabbits?
4 little rabbits? I don't know, Peter Cottontail?
I disagree.
Peter Rabbit.
Peter Rabbit!
X gets the square. Michelle?
Joan Rivers for the block.
Joan Rivers for the block. All right. Joan's going to be at the Sands Hotel in Atlantic City, March 28th and 29th. Joan, Sally Ride was the first American woman in space, but Catherine Sullivan was the first woman to do what in space?
Walk. That's what she did.
I disagree.
She did, in fact, walk in space. That is correct. Can't give you that one, Evan.
All right, Joan Rivers for the win.
For the win and another $1,000. All right, Joan. Parents Magazine says that in order to raise your daughter to become a healthy eater, you should hide these from her as long as you can. Hide what?
Rosie O'Donnell's tapes, eating to the oldies. I amuse myself. What would you hide? Desserts.
I disagree.
No fashion magazines to keep those impossible to achieve body types out of review. X gets it. And the win for another $1,000. Our next game is worth $2,000. Michelle, you can tie it up in one game, but Evan, you get to start.
All right, Simon Cowell, I need you again.
All right, Simon. He needs you, Simon. True or false, Anna Nicole Smith has her own bobblehead doll.
Well, I know it's yes, because they were cheap to make because you didn't put a brain in them. Yes.
It's true.
I agree.
It is true. Yes, that's right. X gets the square. All right, Michelle.
Martin Mull.
Martin Mull. Okay, Martin. If you're hungry, don't indulge in Sniffers and Yip Yaps, although they're now sold in vending machines. Some are shaped like big M&Ms. What are Sniffers and Yip Yaps?
Boy, you know what? That sounds like it's not really for humans, doesn't it? It sounds more like something for your dog. I think I'm going to say dog biscuits or dog treats.
All right.
I agree.
Yeah, dog food. That's right. Circle gets it. All right, Evan.
Carmen Electra, please.
Carmen Electra. All right, Carmen. When is the best time to water your lawn? Early morning or at night?
Early morning.
I disagree.
Early morning. It absorbs better. Night makes it wet too long and grows mildew.
Not that I water my lawn.
No, but it's good to know.
Morning.
Circle gets that.
Yeah.
Michelle?
Joan Rivers, please.
Joan Rivers. All right, Joan.
All right, Michelle.
True or false, Joan, spending more than 8 hours in bed at night can make you even more tired?
It depends with whom. Ha ha ha. Nothing worse than an old lady doing sex jokes. The only thing a woman at my age should call out in bed is bingo. And I'd like to add the word sailor. Anyhow, I would, yes, you're supposed to not, yes, I would say yes.
I agree.
Yes, 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 yes. Circle gets that. Evan.
Steve Sharippa for the block.
Steve Sharippa, all right. Steve, true or false, the Vatican recently complained to a Days of the Week underwear manufacturer claiming that Sunday is not a day to wear frivolous panties.
Well, everyone knows that's Tuesdays. I would say that is false.
I disagree.
It is false. It is false. Chance for you to tie it up here, Michelle.
Steve Sharippa for the win.
All right, for the win in a tie game. Are students lying, cheating, and stealing more or less than they did 10 years ago?
More.
He says more.
I disagree.
More. The percentages are up in all categories, as a matter of fact. X gets that square. We are out of time, Michelle. We're going to give you 3 circles worth of cash. That's $1,500. And our thanks for being here on the show. But Evan, you got 2 more squares. You got $3,000. You are our champion. Congratulations. I want to mention, though, Michelle, you also won the secret square, and that dollar amount will factor later into our maybe semifinal. So we could see you again, all right? So not to despair. But Evan, you're going to play the bonus round with us, aren't you? Right after this with our new champ. Stick around. Round time. Evan's our champ today with $3,000. Evan, take a look over there at those 9 keys. One of them's going to open this safe, and in the safe we've placed $25,000 in savings bonds, which could be yours. Now, up to now, we found out a little bit about what the stars know. Here's where we find out how much you know about them. Here's how it works. You pick a square. I read a statement about that star. If you agree or disagree correctly, you've won the square. Then at the end of 30 seconds, for every square you've won, we take away a bad key, improving your odds of opening the safe. 30 seconds on the clock for our champ. It starts ticking when you pick your first star.
George Lopez.
George once drove from Los Angeles to Boise for a one-nighter.
Agree. Brian.
Wrong. Next.
Brian.
Brian had a role on Days of Our Lives.
Agree.
Right. Next.
Kathy Griffin.
Kathy leaves many big decisions in her life to her magic 8-ball.
Disagree.
Right. Next.
Baba Booey.
Gary got his nickname Baba Booey when he mispronounced the name of a cartoon character.
Agree.
Right.
Simon
Next.
Cowell.
Simon dolls are one of the biggest selling toys in the UK.
Agree.
Wrong. Next.
Carmen Electra.
Carmen had her Baywatch swimsuit framed.
Agree.
Right. Next.
Joan Rivers.
Joan graduated Phi Beta Kappa from Barnard College.
Agree.
Right.
Steve
Next.
Sharippa.
Steve worked as a bouncer at a club owned by Paul Anka.
Disagree.
Wrong. Next.
Martin Mull.
Martin. All right. We are out of time. Let's get down there and count some keys, Evan. Not bad. Let's run the board. Good luck, Rob. All right, you got 5 correct answers. Let's take away 5 of the bad keys for Evan. One of those 4 will do it.
All right, I think it's got to be this one.
All right, good luck, Evan. Good luck. He says it's got to be that one.
All right, Billy.
And now he's rubbed it, he's kissed it. Will it make a difference in the life of the safe?
That's...
Yes! Now, apparently, all future contestants know it just needs a little bit of loving. That's all. Look at this. You are at $28,000. You've rocketed making it into first place. So we'll see if that gets you back here for the semifinals, because at that point you'd be in line to maybe win this great Jeep Wrangler over here. Not a bad day's work, Evan. Congratulations. $28,000 total for Evan. We'll have 2 new colleges represented. Simon will be back as our center square along with all our stars. I'm Tom Bergeron. See you then on Hollywood Squares. Wow. Thank you very much.
This is Jeffrey Tambor, the voice of Hollywood Square, saying so long. Promotional consideration furnished by the following.
Oh, wow. Very nice. That's a lot of money.
Xin chào các bạn, mình tô một bức tranh này nha. Đây là mình tô cái tường nha mọi người, cái tường này, tường này là màu xanh nha. Con không đi dưỡng móng đi. Mẹ, con không đi dưỡng móng đi. Nè. Cũng y thư tài. Mua ít chai à, để cho nó hư. Mua nhiều cái nó hư. Thì mua có chai một à. Cái này đúng một cái à. Đâu? Mình mua bao nhiêu đó tùy mình nè. Chết. Vậy 4 chai là. 7.000 một chai. Coi cái màu của nó đẹp không? Không phải, này là số cây. Cái này là bút dưỡng. Bút dưỡng tay á, sơn lên tay á, cho cái tay mọc dài á, đúng không? Cái gì vậy mẹ? Mình tự đi mua về mình tự làm nữa mà. Tại thấy cái trong đó nó thấy nó đẹp đẹp nên mình vô mình coi thôi. Tao là thích là ví dụ như là cánh ướp móng này nè, nhờ ướp đi vô thôi khỏi hư. Tại vậy đó. Ướp keo rồi rửa ra ra cái nó gãy móng hết trơn. Ướp như út mày này nè, là gãy móng đó, rửa ra là mà gãy móng đó. Em muốn cái móng cái nó ấp vô thôi à. Với cái này ấp vô là chỉ là keo rửa ấy thôi. Đây nè, bánh xèo. Ấp vô này vậy là rồi. Ngủ à? Mua nha. Coi nha. $85.000. Ôi mức này là mức rẻ nhất rồi đó mẹ. chứ mấy khác á ăn vô 18, 15 nhiều ra ba mấy bốn mấy ngàn, còn không thì trăm mấy. Thôi mức này là mức rẻ nhất rồi đó nè, đúng không? Cái này con xếp rồi. Hả? Chữ 20.000, còn 20. Ê, mình đã hoàn thành một cái bức tranh nha các bạn. Bye bye.